Welcome back to Chain World. And in the last episode, near the end, I found a book from Cthulhu that said, better gear is hidden elsewhere. You may find a monument in a form that's familiar to you. Look closely. The eye shows the way to the dungeon. And so, thank you, Cthulhu. And I also asked people for suggestions as to what things to do with a few different options. And one that people liked and that I like is working on the map. I hear a skeleton outside. I think it might be stormy, and so even if it's sunshine out, maybe monsters aren't going to burn up. I think I will take... I wonder if this map... Is it like a normal size map? If I do the F3H, does that work in 174? I think it does. Scaling at 1 to 2. Okay, so it's zoomed out one little bit, and we are currently off the top. All right. Yeah, I think I will try to fill out the rest of this map, because I also wonder if this could be a clue. Like, if we take a look at this map, there's, like, some weird, like, little island out here that's kind of, like, past the edge of the kind of walk of monuments or whatever that we passed before. And so it could be good to explore the rest of this map in any case, and that'll at least give me an initial task to do. Still pretty worried about the possibility of dying pretty quickly in this world. I don't hear any monsters out here. I think I have all the other inventory that I would want to go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and run outside. Double check that I don't see any monsters around. And I guess head in this direction until we appear on this map. And time of day, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a rain condition or a weather condition. And so I can't actually see time of day by trying to look up at the sun. And I think if I go across this bridge, I'll end up on this map. And we can use, yes, okay, so now I'm on the map, and so heading, yes, this way is the direction that we would need to go, and almost kind of directly in this direction. If I don't see any bad guys out here, they might not burn up, but at least no more will be spawning. Oh, I think the weather just changed. And yeah, it's noontime now. Okay, great. Let's do this. Let's leave myself a block over here so I can head in this direction. Yeah, it looks like there is like a tree or something happening over there. Okay, I just want to keep my eyes out for any monsters. We never explored this little mob farm thing. So let's take a quick look. I guess the mobs fall down into here. I see. And so, various stuff. I don't have a bow and arrow. That maybe wouldn't be a bad thing to get. Not hearing any mobs falling out of it now. I think I'm not going to worry too much about the mob farm. We've got lots of different clay blocks. Oh, and there's some kind of thing over here as well. All right, let's explore more of this. While it's daytime, have my confidence up. Interesting. Oh, it's like tombstones for all the other folks, maybe? Let's take a look at these books. Interesting. Well, if it's just tombstones and it doesn't really have any other information... other than a little bit of flavor text. I really don't want to waste the daytime just reading these things, because my time is limited, and according to the rules, I cannot use beds. And so I would prefer to kind of continue exploring out here. Yeah, we're lighting up a whole lot more of the map as I go this way. And I definitely want to explore down towards these things, because they look possibly interesting. Cthulhu said I might see a monument in a form that I would recognize. So all I can think of is like, like Victory Monument, or, like the Achievement Monument like I have in the Space Bard series going on right now, would be my guess. But in any case, I'm getting near the corner of this map. I'm just going to quickly peer over this hillside over here. All right. And then I guess go this way. We can check out what's happening with this tree. Let's make sure I don't take any fall damage. Let's make sure we eat. Got some delicious baked potatoes. I like potatoes in real life and in Minecraft. And so I think there's a chest inside that tree, actually. So that definitely looks like somewhere interesting to go. So let's go check that out. And yeah, I guess I have plenty of blocks that I can build my way up here. Or maybe there'll even be a ladder over here, who knows? But yeah, there's definitely a chest over there. And then there's a crazy box over there that I'd like to check out as well. And it doesn't look like there's a ladder here. I don't necessarily have the materials for ladders. I'm just going to build straight up here with a little jump stacking. Ooh, Afternoon Delight, Sharpness 3. And the Helm of Muffin Lord. Let's see, Sharpness 3 versus Sharpness 1. I like Sharpness 3. We will take that. We'll try to remember, I'm going to attempt to leave like all the good armor and weapons that I find. Well, at least I'm going to leave the armor very near the spawn, so that whoever is the next person, and I think I've picked out my next person, but rather than reveal that information now, maybe I will save it for later, but for the next person, I can at least start with some armor, but maybe leave some of the weapons and other trinkets kind of more hidden for fun to explore. And what the heck is this? You know, I vaguely remember maybe like when I was watching Proxy that she was building this or exploring this, but I have no idea what this is. Okay, so we found a diamond sword. That's very nice. And it appears that we filled out the rest of this map. There's kind of a little lake over here as well. Let's go just kind of check out the lake just because it looks like it has one block right in the center of the lake. Where is it on this map? Am I headed the right direction? Kind of right over here, it looks like. But it's just a lake with a crazy bit of whatever in it. And so I just want to look out on the horizon to see if there's like any other biomes nearby or what there is. And also, how are we doing on time of day? Probably have about 2 to 3 minutes before the sun's going to be going down again. There's a weird glitch over there because we are in... There we go. We're in 1.7.4, you'll recall. It says in the top left. And yeah, had kind of more slower chunk loading and chunk loading glitches. And also I'm playing on a server. And so, yeah, I need to remember that when I took some damage from the zombie in the previous episode, I think perhaps some of that was as a result of latency. Because I'm not accustomed to just kind of playing on a server when I feel like I'm playing in single player mode when I'm the only person. All right, but I'm going to kind of circle around. I don't think I've seen any signs of the monument, so I'll probably make a cut here and see you when I see you. All right, if we assume I'm not too lost, I think maybe the cow farm's going to be over here, and we spawned up here. Yeah, there's the rocket ship again. And then there's some, like, little tiny house thing over here. But I don't know what this is meant to be. And I did want to visit the cow farm, and I wanted to see if possibly... Oh, there's another one of these things over here, too. Oh, there's some other kind of monument or something with colors over here. Oh, man. Oh, we've got jungle saplings, so we've got all kinds of different saplings. So we could grow different types of trees. The cow farm obviously has the cows. And what is it that we have over here? Ah, there's a sheep farm with different colors of wool. Okay, interesting, interesting. It's becoming nighttime once again. And so I want to see, and here's another farm with sugarcane and different things. I want to see if there is indeed, okay, here's the cow farm. If there is indeed, oh, what is this? So there's something back here as well as a staircase up here. This looks like it might just go up the mountainside. Let's take a look over here and see if this takes me maybe to a railway. Because it looked like from inside the telescope area. Alright, this just seems to be maybe hollowing out lots of clay blocks. And maybe more of the same down here. That people used for building, perhaps? Here we go, and here's the railway. I presume... Oh, wow! A monument I'm familiar with! Oh, oh, oh! I got distracted. All right, let's make sure we don't get hit by the zombie. Okay, great. Bingo! That would be a monument that I'm familiar with. Cthulhu. I see what you did there. Let's add a little bit more light in here. All right. And then he said something about the eye points the way to the dungeon or something. Oh, and what is this? More just hollowed out of different colors, it seems like. So I found a monument that I am familiar with. The eye... Maybe it's unrelated to this, and it might be something else, too. Let me put some... Can I put a torch right there? Yeah, just to light this up a bit better. The eye points the way to the dungeon. It could be like the compass pointing the way to... That would point to the spawn point, right? I'm going to take a screenshot of this just in case I come up with something later. And... Interesting. All right, well, I'll continue to think about this. And let's go ahead and see if this continues then back up into the house. Ooh, is this a safe area? Looks like it's kind of enclosed. But it also feels scary. I hear zombies. I'm scared, people. Yes, this would appear to be, yes, okay, the other end. Just as I'd supposed, that this takes us out to the cow farm. Okay. Very interesting. I'm going to read the book one more time. Better gear is hidden elsewhere. Okay, we did find a better sword. You may find a monument in a familiar form to you. Look closely. Maybe this is completely separate from the eye shows the way to the dungeon. All right. I don't have a good sense of how puzzly Cthulhu is in terms of giving clues and different things. And then the eye, does anything on this map look kind of like an eye either? That's another thing. Not really, in my opinion. All right, I'm going to put this map back on the wall. We could potentially construct some more maps. It is nighttime out now, and so I don't really think I want to be outside. And so let me take a moment to ponder and decide if there's other things that I want to work on right now. I am back, and apparently I left the server running because it looks like it might be daytime again. I was just staring at the screenshot that I took of the bingo monument, and Cthulhu said to look closely. And this time I did look more closely, and I saw something that I did not previously spot. And I wonder how many of you have already spotted it. If we look closely, the spruce sapling and the sugar appear to be on cracked bricks rather than normal bricks. Oh, actually, that one's on stone, and this one is on stone. I thought it was cracked stone bricks. Oh, and that one's on a stone brick too. And so I wonder if somehow that those are important. What was the other one? Is it the fish? I think it might be the fish, the spruce sapling, and the sugar. Fish, spruce sapling, and the sugar are the three that are on stone rather than stone bricks. But even knowing that, I'm not sure what that means, or even if I'm looking closely at the right thing. All right, I'll continue to think about that. Since it is daytime, I would like to do some more exploring. Do I have the materials to make another map? I'd like to make a map of kind of the south end that we're standing in. And so I'm going to try to go gather those materials, and we'll do some more walking around. All right, so I'm going to make an empty map where I am now, and then I think possibly I need to zoom it out once. Let's see if we can double check. Oh, if I'm in 1.7, do the maps no longer snap to a grid in this version? In any case, I do think I need to zoom it out once, but I can't remember how they changed maps at some point in terms of exactly how they behave, whether they snap to a grid or they snap to the center where you're standing. And I can't remember the details of that right now. But I believe 1 to 2 now is the correct, yeah, kind of zoom factor. And I just want to see, I grabbed an item frame. And so if I were to put this on the wall here, does it seem like it's matching up? It does seem like it is matching up. Okay, so that is good. I keep hearing skeletons taking damage over here. I guess in the sunshine? In any case, let's go explore a bit more on this map this time around. And then be able to at least put up kind of on the wall, kind of all the area that's around here. Let's see, I actually need to go this way, kind of past the spruce out here. And so we'll do some exploring together. And also see, I guess I've been so accustomed to playing so much Minecraft Bingo recently inside of tiny biomes. Oh, hey, the eye points the way. Here's an eye of Ender that is pointing in this direction. Okay, that must be the thing that points the way to the dungeon. And so maybe it's like straight this way. And that would be kind of almost straight along this fence, kind of going that way. Okay, I'm going to fill out the rest of this map. But I imagine that that is the eye that Cthulhu was speaking of. And so, yeah, we'll definitely have to do some exploring over in that direction. Ooh, there's something over here as well. Do you see that? There's something like right there. Let's go check this out as well. I really have no idea what to expect in terms of what's been left behind by other people and things. And so this is all, it's very interesting. It's like a mystery wrapped in an enigma. But let's see what we have over here. This looks like very similar to the other kind of, the eye on the whatever. This one has an arrow that's kind of pointed upwards at an angle. And there's a boat over there in some improperly loaded chunks. And I'm actually going to go grab that boat probably. And was someone doing digging here? No, that's probably just an Enderman. Alright, it's pointing this way, and I'm not sure what exactly that might mean, and if this boat is significant of anything. But I'm already kind of going off the map here. I'm going to use this boat to kind of like sail up here to cover the rest of the map. And I think for the moment, we will just let that little arrow in the item frame continue to be a mystery to us. Yeah, so many crazy things to explore. Not sure what to do next. I think I'll fill out this map, and then perhaps we'll make preparations to try to adventure in the direction where the eye was pointing, to see if we can find the dungeon that was foretold. And let's see, it looks like I'm actually kind of going off the north side of this map. And in this version of Minecraft, I think you can actually hop out of the boat and retrieve the boat somewhat reliably. And so, let's do that. Do I have a boat in my inventory? I do not. Where did the boat go? I have no idea what happened to the boat. Perhaps in all versions of Minecraft, except for alpha and early beta, boats simply do not work. Let's not worry about the boat. Let's instead fill out the rest of this map. And it does seem like kind of all of the spawn areas, kind of all mesa biome, which looks very pretty, but is very hard to traverse, especially, you know, even the risk of a little bit of fall damage could shorten the series. I do have one level at this point. I could breed the cows and get some levels just to put like some level 1 enchants on my armor. That would actually help a lot, probably. So maybe I'll do that next before we go off exploring any further. And I wonder... I wonder if the gear hidden elsewhere now was just the sword that I already got, or if there's, like, potentially other things hidden elsewhere. Which way do I need? I need to go a little bit further this way, darn. Okay, let me go across the riverbed over here in order to fill out the rest of the map, assuming I can do this without taking fall damage. Alright, and this has brought me back around to the sheep farm, and I just want to double check. Oh, there's a few other things. There's some leads in here, We didn't look in these chests before, and I just wanted to see if the chests contained anything other than sheep wool. But it appears it's mostly that. Alright, good to know, good to know. And let's see, is there wheat down here? There is wheat down here, and so I could breed some of the cows in order to, and I know I have plenty of wheat from the other farm and from the supplies upstairs. And so I know that I could get plenty of wheat, and so I could breed the cows. I could use that to get a little bit of experience, and then we'll be in good shape to move forward again, hopefully. And so I'll take a little bit of time doing this. So many cows, happy cows. I will jump in the pen with all the happy cows. Or some of these soon-to-be happy cows. There we go. Alright, and that'll give me some extra experience. So I could do a little bit more enchanting, and I'm pretty sure, actually, we have enough cows that it also would not be bad to kill some. I think I'll prefer to kill the cows who are outside the pen. And it's also turning dark, and so I'll probably head back inside to go do my enchanting. I know now that I can indeed use this little shortcut. Cow tipper! Oops! Sorry, baby cow. I was trying to hit the adult cow beside you. And I failed. I failed in my one mission. Alright, and we can also switch from potatoes to cooked steak, probably, which would be another good thing to do. But I'm going to head back upstairs, and we'll do a little bit of enchanting, and I will continue to ponder the bingo map, and we'll move forward. Alright, I've placed the map on the wall, and the 1.7 map rendering is doing weird things, but I'm sure that'll work. I'm cooking up some steak. I was thinking again about the bingo card, and the fish, the spruce, and the sugar. I found the sharpness sword, Afternoon Delight, near, kind of like in that tree in the middle of the lake, which is possibly a spot that someone could do fishing. And I have seen some sugarcane growing around, and I know right here in the backyard, oops, right here in the backyard is the only place I think I've actually seen spruce trees growing. And so I wonder if, like, the items that were, you know, kind of highlighted on the bingo board are telling me to go to those particular farms or locations or something. So I don't immediately see anything here, but I'm going to chop down these spruce trees. I can always replant them, but then just see if anything comes up as a result of chopping down these spruce. Maybe the fact that spruce sapling was highlighted on the card meant something important related to this. Aha! In the middle of the spruce forest here, it appears that there is a chest, and so perhaps I am reading these clues correctly. This is very clever, Cthulhu. I'm impressed. What do we have in here? Oh. By Cthulhu 2. 493. Wow! This is great! I am enjoying this so much. Oh, by Cthulhu 2, 493. I believe, and that was actually, ironically, the last tree that I chopped down. I was thinking that this was going to be fruitless, and then we just found that, oh, 493. Oh, could be, you know, a letter in bingo. Oh, 493, and 493... 493 could be a coordinate. We said the eye points the way to the stronghold, and so possibly if my X is increasing this way, one could imagine that maybe 493 is the direction that I need to go. The eye points the way. The eye, by the way, is also kind of like hiding behind kind of the corner of the spruce forest out here. There's some zombies and other bad guys. I don't want to get too close. Don't want to have skeletons see me and shoot me or whatever. All right. So that is very interesting. That was 493, right? Yeah, it definitely seems plausible as a coordinate, although I'm not sure why the book would be named O. O kind of looks like an eye, and so it could be pointing the way in that respect as well. I don't know. Very interesting, though. And then, oh man, for the viewers who have already watched Cthulhu's playthrough, where he has kind of, you know, made all of these things already, and you guys know the answer and I don't, I'm sure that that must be interesting as well. And perhaps you're laughing at me along the way. Okay, spruce wood, in addition to being a nice little hiding spot for that particular chest, which I guess since I've found that clue, I guess I'll go ahead and dig this chest up and go ahead and just replant the spruce forest out here. Yeah, that is really clever. I'm going to replant the spruce because other people might want spruce wood for sprucing different things up. I know on the Strangeland server there was recently a prank that went on that involved sprucing up someone's house. And I don't know why I still have the upper screen on. Yes, let's see. All right, I am up to 4 levels, so let's go try to do some enchanting on some armor. And then let's also check out, so spruce led me there. Let's check out where I saw sugarcane and see if there's anything hidden at sugarcane. All right, indeed, this is projectile protection and unbreaking. Okay, very nice. This is the version of Minecraft where you don't need a lapis to enchant. I didn't remember offhand, and so I'm just going to put level 1 on things. Protection. Protection. And any feather falling? Just protection. All right, still, that will be good. This will help me stay alive. And now let's go try to... I think the sugarcane was out. I definitely saw some sugarcane out by the cows. And so let's go over there. Hello, moo cows. I'm taking a quick look to make sure that there aren't any bad guys hiding around. I don't see any right now. I see a chunk error that I need to press F3 and A to reload the chunks. And... all right, so there's definitely sugarcane here. And so it's less obvious to me where something might be hiding here unless it's down here. Oh, it is down here. This is so clever. Look at this. Just down here. B-I. Oh, B-I-N-G-O. Okay. I guess. All right, let's not drown. 63. BI 63 0493. I see, an NG is going to be, so that's going to be the X coordinate, O is the Z coordinate, and one of them is going to give you the Y coordinate, I'm guessing, is what's going on here. This is very clever, Cthulhu. I see, it's even got some light, a jack-o'-lantern down there to help light this area up to make it so that I would see it. That is extremely clever. I'm very impressed, Cthulhu. Thank you for inviting me to do this, and thank you for placing very clever clues. I'm enjoying this very much. I need to check on the time for the episode at this point, and so let me go take a look at that and see where we are after I've done some editing. Okay, I'm back. I've done some editing. I do think that I'll be running long if I try to find the location of the fish and what I presume will be another treasure chest containing a book entitled NG that contains a number that might very well be the Y coordinate of something. While I was doing the editing, I did also notice that the eye that leads the way to the dungeon or whatever it was, and then we had the arrow further out and the boat. I think maybe I misread that, and it wasn't that the eye was pointing that way, but instead there were going to be a number of signposts, and the arrow was trying to point away, and I was supposed to go in the boat. And so that's another thing that I'll have to look forward to trying to explore next time. But all of those things will be things that we're doing next time. Once again, thank you to Cthulhu. These were very enjoyable clues to try to find and decode, and I look forward to more of what awaits. I hope everyone's enjoying watching this series, and I will see you guys again soon with more of Chain World. Bye-bye.